Hey there guys, welcome to today's Captain's Blog. It's August 30th at 11:53 hours, and we are in my shop for the shop tour video. I'm going to give you a quick look around. Feel free to ask questions in the comments. I'll do the best I can. There's a lot to see, and everything is for sale. I have way more stuff than I have space, so... Yes, I know, before you even comment, I shot one of these yesterday. I screwed it all up. Have I mentioned I really don't like making videos without a script anymore? Like, I like a script. I like structure. I like it to be organized. I like to have a plan. There is no plan. This is just a camera in my shop, and we're going to wander the loop and take a look at everything. So, the front door, the other side of this is Moose's shop and the dinosaur room and all that. I'm not the only person who makes YouTube videos in this house. We have the Dino team on the other end. If you don't know about Your Dinosaurs Are Wrong, you should check out that channel. I'll even put a link in the description. They're actually really amazing, and all of their videos are classroom appropriate and family friendly and all that, where mine, no they're not. Even this video will not be classroom appropriate because Moby's down here and it's already been in the shot. So like, just, no. So, front door, other side is everybody else. If you go far enough on the other side of this door, you can even get to your house. It's that big. This is a backdrop I use when I need to have I call it the ID card backdrop. This is actually a scan of my actual prison ID, and we scaled it wrong. I screwed it up. 6 feet is exactly 6 feet. But the widths, these aren't like, that is not an inch. It's way bigger than an inch. Look at that. Okay. So yeah, this is not to scale. It's all screwed up, and I don't care enough to change it. Now you know. Over here we have the shelves as you come in the door, and we've got a lot of stuff from previous videos, like, you know, that's sick. And we've got this. I will now finally answer the question, because a million people have commented on the video, and a lot of you get it wrong. The ribs are for cooling. It lives under oil. It's like 6 inches. The ribs are for cooling. Now you know. And the opinions on the frosting, I'm not even getting into that. Like, you guys are weird. So, Dremel, part of my field kit. This is the camera field kit for the atmosphere videos. The audio field kit is over here, because I just got back from shooting atmosphere videos a couple days ago. I love this meter. I wish I had an amp meter that worked the same way. So yeah, I like the big demo lecture hall gear because it's really good for making videos with. A couple fun toys that are for sale. Take them home. If you buy this one, it comes with the girl. That's not a sticker. That's just a picture. It came that way. I got it that way from the guy who gave it to me. I'm passing it on. She goes with the 2235 Tektronix. She's cool like that. Organization that is in the process. I'm overhauling how I store camera stuff. Wire storage, including fun wire. Whee! So yeah, that's down there. Over here we have the rack. Just take it all in. I know. I'm ready to be judged. I'm gonna get roasted in the comments because, like, I'm an electrical guy. I do a lot of networking stuff. And my rig at home looks like canned ass. Just wow. By the way, if you ever want to know, if you're ever wondering what canned ass tastes like, you gotta get yourself thinking. No, I'm not doing that. It's not bad, don't judge me. So that's my networking rack. It's mostly empty now. I had a big server set up in here. That's gone. I don't need it anymore. I replaced it with a little NAS. And it's fine. All I got left is this one little ProLiant DL385G6. That's only slightly older than God. And this Monster Power thing that isn't actually getting used, that's for a video. And once I do a video on it, I will either blow it up because I hate Monster Power, or I will sell it cheap. So yeah, here's the audio rack because so many people have asked about this. What do we got? We got a pair of 266 XLs. You know you want them. We've got a 160A, the Unimax Sonic Maximizer. I want an oral exciter with big bottom, but don't we all? My crossover, that is not for sale. I need that. This is the I/O port for my Mac video card. This box here won an Emmy. Pretty happy about that. Like this exact one was used in a computer that won an Emmy. Well, the guy won an Emmy, but like you get the idea. My M712. This is my radio. This has been my shop radio for 100 years. Now I just use YouTube Music. How you like that shit? This has been in no less than 5 different recording studios of mine, and I got this from a buddy's studio, and it was in at least one of his, maybe 2. Jay, shout out to Jay. Hi, Jay. And then a little Crown 280. This is, I think, no, it's the second tiniest Crown I own. And look at the dust. Oh my God. I got it clean down here. And yeah, so that's the second tiniest Crown I own. You want to see the big Crown? Hang on, that's in the other room. That is my big Crown. The Macrotech 3600 VZ. I got like 5 of those, I think. This is just, well, Amprac back here. So yeah, that's my big Crown for the audio guys. The funny thing is, my big Crown is sitting in a rack they use as a part of a table for the Dino set. So yeah, there's the dinosaur set. Okay, back to my shop. Okay, we're back in the secure area. So that's the audio rack. This is the teleprompter. Now this is prompter 1. This is my big main teleprompter. It is totally the latest and greatest of 1990s technology. Let's wander back here and get a look. This is what it looks like from the back. It's just as ugly as you think it is, but let's peel back the curtain. Oh yeah, look at that. That is a Sony NX5 camera. It's what I use. I have 4 of them, I think. And yeah, that's my prompter. The prompter is, this part came this way. I got it from an old TV station. Everything below is an old Boden tripod that's probably 80s vintage. It might be 70s. It's a really old one, and it's crufty, and it doesn't work, which is how it got relegated to prompter duty, because it never has to move. It just has to lock in place. But that's big old Boden fluid head, and then it's mounted on a piece of, there's oh no, this one goes right through. I used to use a piece of pipe. You can see the pipe. Next to the urinalysis cup. That's a video. But it had a pipe flange, and but this is on a ball mount on a piece of 1x on a, is that 1 or 2? That's 2 different shelving brackets, probably from Menards, that go to a pair of U-bolts to a post that holds up the staircase for the house. Okay, that's, if that ain't a modern art masterpiece. And yes, it's connected by VGA to this crappy computer back here, and that computer goes here, and it's running Prompt Smart, which is the worst absolute garbage teleprompter software that exists. I cannot express the depths of my hatred for Prompt Smart, but it's what I got. I'm looking for better. If you can help, let me know. I posted a comment a couple days ago. If you want to help me do better on my teleprompter thing, I would be all for the help on that. But here's teleprompter 2. This one's way newer. It's a Glide Gear Pro Series. I just bought this, and it's so much better, but the software still sucks because I'm still using Prompt Smart. So here you can see another one of the Sony NX5 cameras, and it works through the prompter. It runs off my antique iPad, but it works, and it's got voice recognition, which is why I like the Prompt Smart stuff, because I don't have a remote control or anything for stuff. So if I just start saying complicated very quickly, they're everywhere. There's a dozen in your car doing everything from starting the engine to honking your horn. See, so that's, now you know, and that's what it sees. That's the blocking monitor for camera 2. Oh man, look at that. Look at that! See that? That means I screwed it up. So we go back here. Oh, I suck so bad at this. Oh yeah, there's your problem. Okay, let's just get that. Is it better? That'll do. Okay, so let's take you guys around over here. Here's the view you're used to seeing, or sorry, you're used to seeing this like that, camera 2, camera 1. So this is what I'm looking at. When you're watching my videos, it's actually, what I'm really doing is talking to that screen, or talking to that screen, and that's blocking for camera 2, up there. That's blocking for camera 1, right there, and blocking for camera Z, right there. And this is camera Z, up here in the ceiling. And yes, of course it's unistrut. I'm an electrician. Here, let's go up and give you a look up close. You like to grab iron there? So we'll just, I had extra pieces from a shelf mount. It's exactly that shelving rack there, the big shelf with all my crap on it. So I had some extra pieces of that, and that hangs from Unistrut hardware. Can I get far enough out of the way where you can really see this? So there, an old FM18 squared fluid head and the camera, and that's the setup. Like, it's ugly, but it'll do. And then there's a webcam here, microphone. I don't even use that mic anymore for anything other than syncing, because my audio is all done from the lab, which is not a wireless rig. It's actually a DR10L, Tascam DR10L body pack. I love it. It is great. I swear by it. I use this sometimes for live streaming and live events and things, but mostly not. I've got the little SSL. Oh God, who was it that turned me onto this? Chris, I think, turned me onto this. And it's awesome, expensive little beastie, but as SSL things go, it's pretty cheap. I love it. It's super cool. I have the screens. I have the computers are asleep right now because when I shot the previous shot video, people were like, oh my God, you can't show that. Okay, I won't show that. So what else we got? There's a closet back there. I don't want to talk about it. A ring launcher, a Mac that's for sale, parts, bits and pieces. Hey, I wonder what these could be for. Also, this is a stupid thing, but I have a bunch of these that Dale makes, some couple companies make, the extruded aluminum sexy resistors like this. That's the biggest one I've got. I've heard tell they make bigger, and I'm pretty sure they do. I am scrounging the biggest ones of these I can find, like physical size biggest. I'm looking for a couple. It will involve a video, and that's all I'm going to say. But if you have like a junk box at your company with a bunch of these in it, or they're deprecated or something, please let me know. I'm interested. Oh, what else do we have? Look, down here we have Corona rings. Yeah, boy! Corona rings. That's for a video. Oh, you want one that all the high voltage guys are going to cry. All right, look at this. Big, sexy, beautiful high voltage. You can see the rounded ends. And look at that. See that big kink in it? Yeah, they're not supposed to look like that. That's a paddling. I am so unhappy about that. You don't know the half. Matched hammers for the smack and regard thing. We've got bits, and these are all, you've seen some of these in recent videos. We just did one on that. We did one on those. That. See, there's fun stuff. Oh, look, a 400 to 5 current transformer just hanging out. It's gonna be in a video. This is stuff I use. I still have tungsten lights. I use tungsten lights when I'm doing the high-speed video because it doesn't flicker, and getting LEDs that don't flicker is really expensive, and I am poor. So templating, this box is mainly small things for video production for the most part. There's a couple random weird things, but mostly it's video production stuff. So lenses and that, I use E-mount lenses on my FS100 over there. I'll show you that in a minute. And all of my other cameras have fixed lenses. Oh, I got a thing for you. Hang on. Where is it? Yeah. This is my pivot head. I love it. It's great. I need a modern version, okay? It's just a set of safety glasses that have a camera built into the side. I have been trying to find a head-worn eyeglass style camera for years, and all I need is high def. I don't need 4K, but I need high def, and I need a minimum of half an hour of battery life. So if you know of anything out there that doesn't suck, please let me know. So that's that. That's toolbox one. This is the rolly cart. This poor thing that, all those drawers are all the parts for that robot, which I haven't had time to touch since I got home. So these are all laptops. I give away laptops a lot. This has been a thing I've been doing for years and years and years and years. I have given away many, many thousands of laptops over the years. So this is a current batch. I give away one every month or two. So yeah, that's the batch. Over here we have the Bosch cabinet. This is my favorite of all of my cabinets. It's also the newest one in the shop. I just got this last year. Late last year, I think. My little magnets are flaking out. So, by the way, if you like the Y Risk It magnets on the toolboxes, you can get those. So this is what my brain wants. My brain does not want chaos and disarray. It's freaking me out. But this makes me happy. A place for everything and everything in its place. These are my old ones, deprecated. I'm just using them up. At this point, I have gone entirely heat shrink marine grade. That's where it's at. Also, let's piss off some Americans. You mad, bro? Okay, so old Wagos. These are fine. There's nothing wrong with these. They just hurt. Okay, when they snap shut, they'll nail your fingers, and these things suck. Notice they're all lever locks. Okay, these are the new style. Way more comfortable. They're a little roomier. I love them. I am a huge fan of the lever lock Wagos. Now, lever lock, also it's got to be real Wagos. None of that cheap Gualong Ding Dong crap. They got to be real name brand, proper German Vagos. Sehr gut. But, while I have a deep, passionate love for the lever lock Wagos, this crap, okay, the push in, just spring terminal, no, not having it. Look how old that container is and how full that container is. Yeah. The only reason I still have this is to make a video making fun of them. That's the only reason that's in my shop. I hate them. These suck. And I'm not hating on Ideal. Ideal makes some good stuff. I use a lot of Ideal tools, okay? Like I got there's a lot of, you go in my, yeah, I got a lot of Ideal. So this is my big main, oh, hang on, I gotta show you guys. Where? I'm just going to give you a quick tour through here. I have a passionate love for anything Allen Bradley, especially in this form factor. Okay, that diameter, the switches, the indicator lights, the buttons, the e-stops, okay, all the Allen Bradley world in that size, huge love for it. So if you've got extra bits, let me know, because this is by far my favorite for using in personal projects. Also, yay, capacitors. How big are you? Oh, it's only 3,500 volts. That's a little tiny one. There's the Opta series. That's the this is an actual Arduino made by Arduino. It's their industrial versions. They don't suck, but it's closed source, and I ain't having that. My stuff, when I'm doing things like that, when I do a lot of projects, I want it open source. So these are fun for PLC stuff. I like open source, and yes, Raspberry Pis and Arduinos and all that jazz. Here's some relays from the video that oh, you haven't seen that video yet. You'll see a video soon, and it will feature this relay and a couple others from in there. And down on the bottom, because I'm me, Unistrut. Yeah. Oh, and a whole box, an open box of Legos. Toolboxes, I have all the usual stuff. Huge fan of Vieta. Huge fan. All my new Allen wrenches are Vieta or Bondhaus. Okay, I like German tools a lot. You can see I've got, these aren't here because they're on site right now. There's a lot of tools missing, like half my screwdrivers are off of my tool bags. I have 2 different work sites I'm working at right now. One of them is Mouse's house, and so stuff is everywhere. I've got a lot of tools out right now. If you don't own one of these, get one. Okay, if you're just a grease monkey that wants to hang on the end of your ratchet and beat the hell out of stuff, then no. But if you're, if you appreciate good precision tools, especially if you do electrical work, this is the scale for us. And it's, here, I'll show you. Right there, there's your info. Yeah, that's Vieta. Sehr gut. You just saw this in the video. Now, I'd like to point out, I was just talking about my very expensive, very nice, beautiful German ratchet. And then in the next drawer down, this is the biggest piece of shit, Harbor Freight, absolute garbage, Chinesium, potato quality drill bit index that money can buy. Not a lot of money either. It's truly garbage. Now you know. Okay. Camera's got to cool down. I have overtemped my camera. We'll be back. So the camera thermaled out and I plugged it into charge. I'm like, okay, it needs to cool off. It's down to half a battery. This is the old blog camera. It's a Sony RX100 Mark VI. And it's in a beautiful small rig case. I'm a huge fan of small rig. I use a lot of their gear. Huge fan of small rig. And I just transferred over to my phone. So there may be a slight change in video quality, but let's pick up where we left off. So we go into here, more tools. It's completely disorganized. You know, I want to live that Kaizen foam life, and I'm just not there right now. Kaizen foam is for dudes that have the luxury of space. I don't have the luxury of space. So this over here is all precision, tiny stuff. Things like this. I do actually have a drawer full of surgical tools. Some of them are terrifying. Comment if you know what that tool is. Here, there's one end. There's the other. What is that tool? That's an actual surgical tool. This one is one of my favorites. Look at that. Isn't that great? Isn't that just lovely? And it clamps. Okay, so you can... Endoscopic tools are just awesome. If you're into building models and you do tight work, these are all tiny little things, precision tools, and we get down in here, wrenches. I got stubbies, I got regulars, nothing special, just, and a lot of my wrenches are like Husky, okay, like that's the Home Depot store brand, because I'm a low budget guy. You're going to see a lot of Home Depot, you're going to see a lot of Cobalt, okay, I mean, Klein where it counts. I do electrical work, so a lot of my stuff is Klein, but I got a set of basic Huskies here, which are totally, look at the colors, totally not ripping off on the old Craftsman sets. Cobalt, my tubular socket set. I don't even know if they make these anymore. I love this thing. It is so cool. It's the, I show you the tubby sockets. These are so cool if you're doing big terminations and you've got a long post. Like imagine if you could get a 3/4 inch nut driver with the oomph of a ratchet behind it, because yeah, deep wells are great until you're stuck on the end of some giant termination. So these go on like this and you can see right through it. Isn't that great? Oh, I love these things. And I don't know if they still make them. If they do, let me know, because I've had this for a million years. I haven't seen 5/16 in a decade, and that'd be cool to have. Lift and separate. Do this with one hand. Okay, there we go. All right. So, and then, like, you know, there's some high quality stuff in here. There's Husky, there's Stanley. I've got a couple snap-ons knocking around. Like, it's all over the map. I have a toolbox that I imagine is like a lot of guys like me, just generic blue collar dude who doesn't have the big money tools. Like, this is, I'm low rent here. There's a tool I never want to use. I hate this thing. I hate having to use it. If I'm using it, I'm not having a good day, because I wouldn't make a pimple on a tin knocker's ass. This drawer is held up by something. There's something back here snagging, and that drawer hasn't come out in 5 years. And it's going to stay in there. That's just my torque wrenches. This is my entire collection of air tools. This is where all the Ugga-Duggas live. And you'll see, you know, we've got Campbell Housefield, there's some snap-on, okay? But, you know, Metabo. Plumbing drawer. I go in here a lot more than I go in there, and I barely do any plumbing. Okay, back here, this is the vacuum chamber. This is a project of Crazy Dan, or Crazy Joe and freaking Dan. It's a oven slash vacuum chamber. You're going to see this a lot in some upcoming videos, but right now, Crazy Joe is doing things, and I am not messing with him. He's got a whole project happening, and he's by every couple months just to play with it, and I'm just leaving him the hell alone. I don't know the details. I'm not asking. This is the toolbox. By the way, this one on the end, the little one, is the one that I did for the sticker project. It is completely covered in stickers. Some of them are deeply inappropriate, and even the back is totally covered in stickers. So I did all that work, covered it on stickers, and then stuck it in the corner where nobody will ever see them. I'm horrible. 50 amp 10 volt power supply here. This is the one that does the air raid siren. Yes, I have tornado air raid siren. I have an outdoor warning siren in my backyard at the moment, and this is its power supply. It's from its days back at the lab. Roto bins will give you, it's exactly what you would expect in the roto bins of a guy with my particular career path and interests. Give you a little tour down here. We'll just take a spin. Oh, I do have some of the big ones. Cool. Have I mentioned it's been, some of this stuff has not moved since before I went inside. So I need to go through and tidy my shop if for no other reason than to just do a comprehensive inventory. By the way, here's the thing. If you don't know about these are called bridle hooks. Learn about them. You need to know about these. They come in wood thread and metal thread. Quarter 20 is pretty common for these. If you're doing Ethernet in your house, have to run Ethernet wire across your basement, you need to know about these. That's homeowners can do this stuff too. Okay. Oh my God, that's got to go in the drawer. So there you go. Oh, drawers, drawers, drawers. See, I can be organized. This is how I want it to look, nice and organized. This is cheap garbage Jap Wrap tape, epoxy. There's all kinds of fun stuff in here. I go through a lot of labels. I am so big on using my label makers that they aren't here right now. I've got one of them's in the big case behind me. It's right there. That's one of my big label makers. But usually this drawer has 3 big label makers stacked in it. 2 of them are off on sites right now. And yeah. Oh, so drawers of stuff. The blue cabinet is electrical. So it's got all kinds of, and more wrenches. This is all electrical tools that I don't carry in my bag. So I got my pair of Kneepecs that are missing, these are the Cobra Jaws, but they're missing the thing. And some stuff I carry only when I'm on certain types of jobs. I have a whole drawer for it. And it's mostly empty right now because these are all over at Mouse's house doing stuff. Yeah, all kinds of fun. I like stickers. Don't judge me. Back here is, should I show you this? I probably shouldn't show you this. We probably shouldn't talk about this. We definitely shouldn't talk about those. Nobody out there is going to be interested in, they don't have, nobody's going to be interested in those. Absolutely not. And yeah, they do have the picture of Mr. Leashy on them. Certainly nobody's interested in this. Nobody wants me to do a video on that. I might get in trouble if I do a video on that. And definitely nobody wants a video on this. No. UDT1, UDT2, UDT3. Can you tell where my passions lie? So yeah, I get to work on some fun stuff. Nobody ever needs to see inside that bag. No, we'll just put that right there. So yeah, and back over here, just moving on. This is, somebody commented and asked if I had storage, a container for nuts and bolts. 1 or 2 of them, yeah. And it's actually reasonably organized. I need a bigger area. And all of this shit's about to move because I got to put in I got to set up a a cyc wall. I'm building a little tiny itsy bitsy baby little cyc wall, and that's going to sit here. So this section is going to be cyc wall. This is my just don't. I know. I feel the same way, but I needed a drill press to do a very specific job. This isn't like a generic shop drill press down here. This is a mission specific. It's used for one thing drill press, and that's for my quilting tools thing. And yeah, one of the fuse lamps, I made a few of these, and it was a company I tried to start years ago. It was a whole thing where I wanted to hire retired people, and then I went to prison for a totally unrelated thing, and maybe I might start this up again. If you're retired and you're an engineer and you want to do cool stuff, let me know. I may have a company that, yeah, we'll see. This is my Sony FS100 with a beautiful big G-series lens. Anytime a lens is this color, you know it's cool. But this is quite possibly the nicest camera I own. It's my old Sony FS100, and it's set up right here with this. This is a set we threw together, and it's half tore apart right now. I put months of work into this video project, and it died because I could never get it to where I was happy with it. But it might be a thing I do. We'll see. But I'll tell you that there's a 10 volt, 100 amp power supply right here, and 2 thermocouples out here, and a current loop, or a current shunt for measuring. And there's 2 temperature displays down here, and a dedicated camera. And you'll notice this camera is set up cockeyed. It's set up twisted 90 degrees because this was positioned specifically for the shooting of shorts. And yeah, this thing never happened. Identify this and win a prize. What? Oh, aside from heavy, what is this? Can you tell me what you're looking at there? I will tell you, it's something cool. I'm probably going to do a short on it someday. I have not gotten into the... You got to come out of there. You can't sit on that. You'll be unhappy. You got it there. Okay. But it's something cool. I haven't gotten into the optics bits yet, but here's the thing. What can you tell me about that? That's a whole thing. Where's the other big one? I have no idea where the hell I put that. It's on a shelf. So yes, it is indeed core memory. I posted a picture of that the other day. There's my dead blue microphone. This is power supplies. I actually use the amp as a power supply with this, so I can make a variable frequency power supply because I got 2 channels of amp. I got 2 channels of output. So yeah, that's how I do the thing for the Synchrorscope video. By the way, here's an update. I got the back off. I had a really amazing gentleman email me. He taught me the trick to it, and there is a trick to it, and the back is off now. So this video is underway. Mugs, glowing nuclear, steamy geothermal, dirty for coal, just big. There's a whole series of those. I just gave a few away. My dad visited the other day, and I gave him some. This is my computer workstation. That's a touchscreen. It's an old Elite One 800 that I've had since Christ was a corporal. And this, it's a touchscreen. I use this for just basic computer work down here. And you can see there's a bunch of hard drives and stuff. This is where I got to do workstation type stuff down here. Up there, Linux machine, my Linux computer. This and that share the same computer. And it's that up there. No, they don't. I tell a lie. This one is the Ubuntu machine here, and that's the Kali machine back there. So it's another one of those little crappy box computers, but they're cheap and they work, and it does what I need it to do. Project upcoming. You will see this happening soon. There's everything on the bench is something like, this isn't just shit that's been sitting here for years. This is stuff that's like actively, this is the new quad I'm building. This is the thing we did with Kidwell for doing a Synchrorscope video, getting that set up. I just won this like 5 minutes ago. This is the left nut that you saw in a video. It is real. It's an actual chrome plated left nut. The company doesn't exist anymore. I'm very sad about that because I had people asking like, where can I get one? And I looked it up because it's printed on the side. They don't exist anymore. So My left nut is apparently unique. You can't get another one. Holes on the wall where tools will be. Yes, I own a gyro driver and I love it. Girlfriend got me that years ago. Love it. This, you're going to see a video on this. This is my grandfather's spud wrench. I just got it like, oh shit, a week ago. So yeah, camera's still charging. This is my bench. And depending on when you see this video will probably go out today. You can see things like, hey, there's today's episode. Straight out of Crompton. And that's my main laptop. This is probably tomorrow's episode, day after. This is fun. Totally not homemade. This is serious professional stuff, man. Is that? Yeah, let's turn that on. What's your damage, bro? You got power. You're on. There we go. Need a minute to find itself. So this is an idea I've been working on. Stepper motor drive to a really nice platform. Like, it's made by Parker. And the idea is, these are 1/4-20 holes, so I was going to put like camera mount stuff in them and use this for getting really sexy shots for the shorts of like, hey, want to see this? Want to see something cool? And you see the thing turn around, and I can move it really slow, like that's, you can see it's moving. Okay, and this is moving this through probably a worm drive. The problem is this is not gentle. It's twitchy as hell. So it's not slowly moving from place to place. It's slamming place to place. And because it's so fierce, it introduces a massive vibration. And any kind of camera that I've hung on here so far just has a fit. It gets really unhappy, and it doesn't work very well. That's my top speed. Like, it's neat. It's fun. It doesn't work. It's a great idea. Like, I will use this with laser and optics positioning stuff, but I can't use it for camera stuff. So let's look down here. Here's under the table. So there's the table up there. And we can drop down here. Laser system, big choke, 5 amp choke, 10 amp choke, 5 or 10. My Variac, you'll see this in a lot of videos. A 12 volt power supply, another variable power supply, my vacuum pump, and its little suction kit. It's actually a medical dental vacuum pump. I use the hell out of it. My wire tree, just stuff. This is all the stuff right under the table. The foxtail that I reach for all the time to clean off my table. This is a whole optics bench just sitting here. I just tucked it under here for a safe place. It's been sitting there for years. A little solid state laser. I should break that out and do a video on it. That'd be a good idea. You guys would like that. This is my bench vise. It's all I got. It's tiny, it's wheedly, but you know, it does the job. Tools on the end of the bench. This is like obviously my most reached for stuff. This is fun. This screwdriver, which is nothing special, you can buy them at Menards. It is a cheap ass Master Force, but it's a number 2 Phillips that's like 2 feet long, right? This is the actual screwdriver from Project Groucho to short it out. And these are there's 2 of them. There's a matched pair. Oh, there's 3. There's 3 of them. So these would be the whole set from the lab. That's the one for safing out Groucho, the one that we used as a trigger on Gemini, and the one I used as a pointer for the high voltage demos. And they're all right here. Over here, you guys have seen these like 5 times by now. You got to be freaking out. This is Topsy and Turvy. They are my ABB IRB 120 robots, and I just did a video on them where I'm talking about this. Do you know what this is? Do you know this puzzle? So there's a challenge that I've just issued. It'll be going public in a day or two, and you may get to be involved in programming the robots. This one at the moment is holding up one of my jets. I fly a lot of model aircraft. I've been doing quads for a long time. Here's an old 250 from back in the day, a Lumineer. QAV 250, I think they called it. Flew the hell out of this. This one, a million quads have come and gone. That one gets to hang on the wall because that's the one that Paul, Sam, and I all got a patent on. That is, I got a patent for a technology that we developed on that. Quarter crusher from Stomper. All kinds of fun stuff hanging on my wall. Just, yeah. A lot of this is not for sale, but there's a lot of fun things down here for sale. So yeah. This is the abrasives cabinet. It's filled with, these are my anal beads. They're not, they're thread gauges. But if you're in my shop and I say, hey, grab the anal beads, this is what we're talking about. That's my abrasives cabinet, because I am a very abrasive individual. That's the battery cabinet, where things like this are supposed to be properly stored and aren't. Don't put it down, Boden. Put it away. Don't. There's the thing you need on a sign in your shop. Don't put it down. Put it away. Just put shit in the box where it belongs. Okay. There's my battery cabinet. This is PPE. Some of my PPE is all my little PPE, like goggles and face masks. This is mainly breathing and eyes. My gloves are over there. There's a whole drawer full of work gloves. So, and that's full circle. We're back to the beginning. And that's my shop. Just a quick look. We only just spent half an hour doing that, probably more by now. Before 50 people comment, this isn't a gun cradle. It's for working on model airplanes. Because I had some people comment on it like, why do you have a big gun? It's not a gun cradle. It's for working on model airplanes. Because when you have airplanes, they have wings. You need a way to hold it up on a cradle. So now you know. Here's the finger. People have commented on this. It's real. This is the original. And it just hangs out in my shop. This thing is, you'll see this in earlier shorts. It was my counter for viewers and subscribers, and then one day it just started beeping and screaming, and I couldn't figure out why, so I unplugged it, and it's just been unplugged ever since. Yeah, that's my rope bag for climbing. It's got, is that my big rope, my little rope? That's my little rope. Yeah. So, and I don't know, I'm trying to look around and think of anything else you'd be interested in knowing about. I don't know. Comment. Let me know what you want to know about. Ask questions. This is Mackie's Halloween costume. It's plastic, but we put a giant chain because she's a little dog. Put a giant chain on her. My rabbit ears, slings, climbing stuff, rigging slings. Lots of fun. I don't climb much anymore. I miss it. Shitty old harness. Not quite as shitty old harness. I gotta get a new harness. So, yeah, I don't know. What do you want to know? What do you want to ask about? Oh, and Jessica, I still have your dopey hat. And it's on Moby, hanging out. And just wait until you see the projects coming up for Moby. That's going to be hilarious. So, that's the shop. This is where I spend pretty much all my time when I'm not in the field working or upstairs editing videos for you guys. This is my tiny little piece of the world. It isn't nearly as big as I need, but it'll get me through for now. The goal is to grow out of the, well, I've already grown out of this, but the goal is to plant a new shop in the backyard and move into that so I can make better videos and we can get back into playing with high voltage fun again, because I can't, you can obviously see why I can't do high voltage down here. I don't have the space to do it safely, but it's there. It's waiting. I'm ready to go. So, there you go. that's the workshop tour. You've now seen it all, and you've seen how horrible I am without a script. Sorry. Thank you, everyone, for being a part of this and helping me to build this. And that's pretty cool. I'll see you next time.